If you are looking for the video where you can design your own splash screen with cool transitions and implement it in the Android Studio, then you are at the right place. Welcome guys, this is Sharad. So first we design this design in the Photoshop, then we will implement it in the Android Studio. So let's get started. Now we will implement our designs in the Android Studio. So let's go to Android Studio and click on the file, new project, and I will name it as splash, and click on the next, and let it be empty activity, and I will name it as splash activity, and click on the finish button here. So I have exported all the designs that we need to implement it in our Android Studio. So this is the logo, and these are the drawable files for the polygon icon we created. So you can, if you are using the Adobe XD or Sketch app, then you can directly export it. But if you are using the Adobe Photoshop like me, then you should use the online tool, or you should convert it yourself. And this is the color code. We'll be using only one color. Okay, now we'll go to activity splash. Now we'll continue with the splash screen, as it is the main concept of this video. So this is the splash activity of .java. This is the splash screen. So first we will implement the splash screen, then we will add the animations. So we just need to add a thread method here. So thread, and you can name it whatever you want, new thread, and close it at the end. So now we need to implement the methods. So just press Alt plus insert. So override the methods. So we need run now. So what should happen when the thread starts running? So it should sleep for, let's say, 4 seconds. So sleep for 4 seconds. So in this case, as you can see, it is milliseconds. So 4 seconds is 4000 milliseconds. We need to surround this using the try and catch. So after it sleeps for 4 seconds, it should intend to our login activity. So intent, so it should intend to login activity. Get application context, it's nothing but this splash activity or Java. To it should go to login activity, activity login dot class, start activity intent, and we should also use the finish here. So after we intent into this activity, if we press back, it shouldn't come back to this splash screen. Instead it should go to main screen. And finally we should use thread dot start, and this is the code for the splash screen. Now we will run this, and later we will add the animation. Yeah, it's working. So as you can see, it sleeps for 5 seconds and then we get the login activity. So it sleeps for 5 seconds of 4 seconds and we get the login activity. So instead of this boring splash screen page, we can add animation here. So this will come from the, this icon will come from the top, and the app name will come from the left side. Now we'll create a new folder in the resource folder, and I will name it as animations, which is nothing but anim, and okay. So in the animation folder we will create an animation resource file. So I will first do it for the our logo. So I will use push down because logo will comes from the y-axis. Translate. So we need to add only 3 values here. So one is the Android y delta, so it is nothing but minus 100%, and Android x delta to 0, and we can add the duration of it. So we want a duration of, so you need to type it, so you want it within the 1 second. So just add 1000 because it is in the terms of milliseconds. Just remove this. So this is for the icon, and we'll create another animation folder for the app name. So we will name it as push right. So it will come from the left towards the right side. So again, let's translate from x delta minus 100 percent 2 x delta 0, and we'll give the duration of it, let's say 2000, because we are given the sleep for the splash screen to login activity as 4000 seconds. So I will do the same for this. Now we'll go to splash activity. So if you remember, we are given the ID for this image views as IV1 and IV2. So in the splash activity, we need to initialize three things here. So first one are the image views that we used, image view, IV1 and IV2, and the second one is animation, and I will name it as animation. So we need to typecast the image views here. So IV1 equals image view and link it to activity splash. So r dot id dot IV1. So just copy this and paste it and change from IV1 to IV2. So now we want to add the animation here. So we have named it as animation. So animation equals animation utils dot load animation get application context comma. So our animation resource directory named it as anim, and for the logo we will use the push down animation, and for the app name we will use the push right. So push down. IV1 is the logo. So IV1 dot set animation. So this is a logo, this is app name. Now we'll copy these two lines and paste it, and I will change this push down to push right, and from IV1 to IV2. Now we will add the animation to the polygon icon that we created, and I will name it as IV3. Just copy this and paste it. So the animation for both the app name and the polygon shape will be the same. So IV3. Now we will go to the animation folder for the push down and change this from x delta to 2x delta, and in the activity splash we will change this margin top from 85 to 100, and we will go to activity login. So here we will change the margin bottom to 10 dp, change the height of this icon to say 275, and everything else looks good here. So now let's run this. As you can see, we have got a clean and smooth, and this font is different because of the mobile font. And let's check it once again. So when you open it, you can see the smooth transition and this login page. And that's it. If you liked it, please hit on the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also to share this video.